You know who this is. This is DJ Akademiks, and I'm back. And holy shit, we got a whole bunch of topics to get to today. This is another installment of the Reality Check podcast, and we got to get into a whole bunch of stuff. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for commenting, liking, keep sharing. Make sure you guys follow me. But wow. So, 40 Glocc puts out another goddamn diss song. Listen, I had to refresh my browser. I had to delete my cookies. I was like, another diss song by 40 Glocc? If you didn't know, 40 Glocc has been going back and forth with the game. Well, not going back and forth with the game, because that whole beef between the rapper The Game and 40 Glocc ended once 40 Glocc got thrown in the bushes. That whole situation has been deaded in everyone's minds. Definitely in my mind, but clearly not in 40 Glocc's mind. He's still making diss songs. And then I see a new diss video from 40 Glocc. This might be the first rapper ever to shoot a music video while on witness protection. This nigga is somewhere in the Midwest in a witness protection program, and he's still shooting diss videos towards The Game. Come on, 40 Glocc. We all saw what happened. The Game threw you in the bushes after whipping your ass with one hand while recording you with his other hand and putting you on World Star. You filed a damn lawsuit, try to get some type of reparations for getting your ass whipped after talking all that smack. It's clear that they put you in the witness protection program for your own safety. They had you change your name. I see you pop up with this new name on your World Star videos called Young Jew? What? That sounds like you just went to karate class, got your black belt, came back, and now you're trying to beat up the bully that just whipped your ass. Listen, 40 Glocc, your career and you personally were thrown in the bushes. Cut it out. We don't want to hear no more of that nonsense going on. Stop dissing Game. To be honest, you were doing right at first. Keep tweeting out those Bible verses. That's pretty much where your career is at right now. We don't want to hear nothing else from you. That's it. And in the light-skinned segment of the world, Drake just delivered the light-skinned nigga State of the Union address, where he did an hour-long interview, and he was pretty revealing about some of his past, but a couple of things stuck out to me. My man Aubrey, aka the light-skinned Key Sweat, said he was tired of being known as that emotional guy. Well, listen, in that same interview that he was saying, I'm tired of being known as that emotional guy, he gives us more ammo to call him that emotional guy. He also admitted that in high school, the most bothersome thing to him in high school was that he was getting bullied. And now wait, before you jump to conclusions, he wasn't getting bullied by jocks. He wasn't getting bullied by older dudes while he was a freshman or something like that. Drake admits he was getting bullied by white Jewish girls. I can't make this shit up. This is real. Drake says, guys were nice to me in high school, but just girls were just so mean. And I'm not going to lie, Drake, you sounded so moist saying that. Honestly, if you're trying to shake this emotional persona you have, which you won't, because this is the era of the social media, and we're going to have ammunition. No matter where you try to go, just accept it. But if you're trying to shake this whole little persona, giving us more ammunition just won't work. At points of the interview, Drake comes off like he believes he's a light-skinned bad bitch. And honestly, it's really, as I said, the light-skinned nigga State of the Union address. And yeah, it's just Drake being Drake. So you guys could check it out. It's on latenightcreep.com. But from one bad bitch to another, Kanye West, or as I call him from time to time, Kanye West. His tour started. His Yeezus tour started, and in Seattle, he brought Jesus on stage. And listen, the coonery and buffoonery gotta stop. Yay! It has got to stop. Listen, the coonery and buffoonery has exceeded maximum levels, and after all that shit he was popping on the Yeezus album about this pro-black, anti-corporation, no new slaves, and after even recording Jesus Walks and saying that, or actually his deceased mom, rest in peace her soul, she coming out saying he is the second coming of Jesus, Kanye West basically spit in her face and also contradicted himself once again by bringing out a white Jesus, who they did like this little back and forth skit before he then went into, I think, Jesus Walks. The video's up on YouTube. But Jesus Christ, Kanye West, can you contradict yourself anymore? The guy that was playing the part of Jesus looked like it was Scott Disick, dressed up, looking frail and white and frail, very pale, looked like he had white makeup on, and he's like reciting some lines saying, hey, he's here to not to save bad people, but to bring back the dead. Disgusting. Also, in another Kanye contradiction, it's being reported that the merchandise that he's selling on tour also includes a Confederate flag. As I said, Kanye West is still out here cooning and trying to convince us otherwise, that he's on some pro-black type of issue. We don't believe it, my nigga. We just don't believe it. But Kanye West, in a shocking turn of events, looked like he has turned around to engage to his not baby mama, but his baby mama, aka Ray J hit it first, Kim Kardashian. It looks like, at least what's reported, is that Kanye West has now locked down Kim Kardashian. Something he should have done a long time ago, because if you're going to be seen out in public wifing and kissing on Kim Kardashian and getting her pregnant, you might as well just wife it. You're going to live with the shame forever that Ray J hit it first and that she was in a wax sex tape with him. So you might as well just wife her up. So he apparently rented out the San Francisco Giants baseball stadium, and he made the proposal there to get engaged to her. So big salute to Kanye and Kim. We'll see if that wedding actually happens, and we'll see how long that marriage actually lasts. Maybe with Northwest, it could outlast her previous marriage by more than 72 days. Also with Kim dropped some new pictures on Instagram, and she was showing off them cakes, and Lord Jesus, I want to tell you guys right now that Kim Kardashian is back. I used to think Kim Kardashian was one of the most beautiful women on this earth until Kanye got with it and got her pregnant. And usually most women fall off after they got pregnant. And Kim did. Kim fell off. At some points, she looked like a smart car. She looked like a refrigerator. And at some points with the outfit she was wearing, she looked like a goddamn couch. But after Northwest got popped out of her vagina, she has bounced back, and she put up a new picture on Instagram where those cakes is looking right. Kimmy Cakes is back in action, and I am back on that would penetrate raw list. So don't mind Kanye, don't mind Reggie Bush, don't mind Ray J, don't mind Chris Humphries, don't mind the endless amount of Negroes that has ran up in Kim Kardashian. She's now back on my list. We'll be getting penetrated if I meet her in person. So shout out to Kim doing her thing in these streets. And listen, some of you niggas got to stop lying. I know it's very popular on social media to act like you wouldn't wife Kim Kardashian, but stop lying. If you met Kim Kardashian before Kanye did, no matter if Ray J hit it first, no matter if Reggie Bush hit it, you would have still wifed it. Kim Kardashian is still a bad bitch, and she's a multimillionaire. You might not love how she acquired her wealth or fame. You might think she's famous for nothing. But Kim Kardashian's still a bad bitch. Who are you going to wife up over Kim Kardashian? Kim Kardashian's actually a chick I would definitely wife up. So salute to Kanye. Of course, he's always going to get knocked for the past of his baby mamas or his actual fiance right now. But definitely salute. Next up, it looks like Kanye and Drake both have canceled concerts since their tour started. So Drake started the Would You Like a Tour, and Kanye started the Yeezus tour. Both of them canceled at least one show. Drake canceling in Philadelphia, and we had Kanye who canceled in Vancouver, I believe. There's a lot of rumors going around of why concerts are being canceled. Drake's tour got pushed back at first, but this is what's being reported as rumors. So it's been reported that there's been low ticket sales, especially for the Yeezus tour. If you've seen some of the videos from the Yeezus tour, it looks like there's a bunch of empty seats. I know the prices are pretty high, but it looks like people might not, either one or two things. We saw Rock the Bells just got flat out canceled. As I said, I was supposed to be there, late night creep in the building. However, the whole concert got canceled because of low ticket sales. It looks like hip-hop fans are being very choosy with the amount of tours or what concerts they go see. For example, they'd rather go see Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z, where they know they're going to get their money's worth. And also, Jay-Z actually has such a damn good catalog. And also, Justin Timberlake will bring the rest of fans, and it's a very well-rounded event. However, it's really a battle for people's money nowadays. No one really wants to go to tour after tour after tour. So when Jay-Z comes to town, you're not going to immediately run to a Yeezus concert afterwards. So maybe it's the timing of Kanye and Drake both having tours at the same time, but some concerts being canceled. Of course, there's a bunch of lies and a bunch of no one's going to come out and say, hey, ticket sales are poor. In Drake's case, he said that the venue had to cancel a concert because there was some technical issue that they feared might cost someone their life. Come on, Drake. Let's be honest. It's not that you and Future backstage having pillow fights because you guys are still mad at each other over comments sent to Billboard. It's not that there's an electrical issue. It's because the ticket sales weren't as how they should have been. Now, my man Diddy, looks like Diddy has launched his new television network. It's called Revolt TV. I think it's only on Comcast and Time Warner so far. If you don't have either, you could go on Revolt.tv, and I believe you could then live stream what's going on the channel. It's supposed to be a new, innovative way to really bring music back into television. I'm not sure what the program is going to be yet. However, I know they've been showing a lot of dope music videos and a lot of great content so far. It's only about less than a day into the launch. However, there's some dope new ideas being thrown around, like it's supposed to be the ESPN of music, which sounds absolutely dope. Imagine having a hip-hop first take. I think that would be a great show. Imagine watching some of your great personalities debate over music. Imagine watching like Peter Rosenberg and Charlemagne debate over a topic. Imagine having a round table where different personalities are coming to the table to debate over issues. Maybe throw me in on it, you know what I mean? Add my 2 cents. But yeah, it's a great concept. Hopefully these shows come to fruition. Diddy says he's hiring a bunch of people, which should be a great thing. We'll see how long it lasts or how successful it is. If it follows the own television network, is going to probably have some bumps in the road at first, but however, it's important for the culture that this succeeds. It's a great step to bring music back to the forefront and at least get some competition to Fuse TV and also replace the gap that MTV left when they stopped showing music videos. So big salute to Diddy for that, and make sure you guys definitely check that out. However, back to the bullshit. So Diddy was doing actually press run for Revolt, and he stopped by the Breakfast Club. He made some comments that I had been scratching my head, had me actually give a real serious thought to. So the question of who's the king of New York currently was brought up, and my man Diddy, he dismissed that Kendrick's the king of New York, as he should, and he said, listen, I'm the king of New York. So Diddy proclaims to be king of New York. When asked if Jay-Z is also the king of New York, Diddy then says, nah, he's not the king of New York, but he could definitely be the king of Brooklyn. A couple things took me by surprise by that statement is that, Diddy, come on, my dude. How could you just jump over your longtime running partner, the rest in peace of the deceased, Notorious B.I.G.? Like, how are you going to give the king of Brooklyn to anyone but Big? I know it says currently, but still, Big is your man. Hold him down. If anything, to say you're flat out the king of New York, and that's it. However, I think Diddy's pretty much way off base here. Come on, Diddy. You're not doing it like Jay-Z. We respect the business moves. We respect the moves to move the culture forward. But you ain't the king of nothing but Revolt and Ciroc. Jay-Z's actually out here. He's really putting out still great material. He's put out classic musical material. And he's also moving the culture forward. You can't compare music-wise to Jay-Z when it comes to New York. However, you're a businessman, and I can understand you feel like you're doing the most right now. Yep. So, also, proclaiming to be king is now my man Future Vandross. Future Vandross comes out, and he says, listen, forget everybody else. I'm the king of Atlanta right now. And although I'm going to agree with my man Future Vandross, as I said, I love calling my man Future Vandross because he's the right mix of Luther Vandross mixed with a ratchet soul singing those trap ballads to the ratchet. So I love it. Shout out to my man Future Vandross. He says he's the king of Atlanta. Do I believe him? Yes. Do I feel he needs to state that? No. One thing, Future, if you got to state that you're the king of anywhere, you're probably not. Even though I do believe you are the king of Atlanta, just calm down. Be a little bit humble. You're obviously taking over music by crazy levels right now. Just let it come to you. You don't need to proclaim everything. You don't got to be on the Kendrick flow. You don't got to start shitting on everybody. Keep doing your thing, and it'll automatically come to you. First of all, it's clear to see you're on everybody's hook, and you're heavily imitated in the South. Your voice, your style, but as I said, just don't proclaim it. However, what happened to my man T.I.? I thought T.I. was king of the South. Is king of the South and king of Atlanta completely different things? I'm still thinking king of the South is T.I., but T.I. looked like he might have took a step back musically or a step back as far as running the game. But is that a conflict of interest? Future T.I., I know they've worked on a couple of things together. I know there's no beef there. But I don't know how T.I. would feel about Future saying he's the king of Atlanta. However, it looks like Future's also beefing with my man Rich Homie Quan. If you guys know Rich Homie Quan, he's a new rapper coming out of Atlanta. He has similar style, cadence. His whole musical output seems similar to the one Future Vandross. And there's been a lot of comparisons. So Rich Homie Quan capitalized on it. He dropped a diss song to Future, and I don't even know what to think of this. This is like, what? I don't even know what they're beefing over. Like, both of them, Future kind of sounds at times like he got a frog stuck in his throat, and then Rich Homie Quan jumps on the bandwagon. He's trying to diss him. This is like Atlanta, man. Like, you guys have all the lane in the world. This is not only one Future could exist. You both got your own lanes. I enjoy both you guys' music. I could listen the same damn time and type away at the same damn time. You guys both make hits. Keep dominating the game. Keep Atlanta relevant. Don't fall off like New York. You don't got to be doing this beef stuff. However, people hit me up on Twitter asking me if I'm going to be speaking on the BT Cypher. And yes, I did watch the Cyphers. I didn't watch the award show, which is funny because I looked on my... I don't watch TV much, guys. I really don't. But I look on my cable network or my cable provider. I was scrolling through the channels and I'm like, wait, I don't even have BT. I think my cable provider was just trying to block all the niggerdom from my life, and they just blocked BT. I have every other channel: MTV, MTV2, MTVU, VH1, all type of other channels, but BT is nowhere to be found. So I had to be watching on some type of stream online, and I cut it off right after the Kendrick Cypher. That was the definition of a struggle award. I wish there was a couple of fights that I could be excited about, but that joint was garbage. I wish there was some drama. It was garbage. But yeah, BT Cyphers, hot ass. The best 16 seconds of the whole cypher was actually already put out before the award show was shown. The best 16 seconds was Kendrick Lamar going off on that Shook Ones beat, and we all thought he was talking to Drake before we all came to our senses and realized that wasn't even about Drake. It alluded to Drake with the "nothing was the same" line, but it was really directed at Papoose. So I don't know what to say about it. Another good verse by Kendrick. It's not the best cypher of all time. I still think that Eminem's verse last cypher last year, and also Joe Budden last year, killed everything this year. But also, I dismissed the whole BT Awards and the cyphers because Nick Cannon spit one of the best verses there. Out of all the lyricists that were there, Nick Cannon, an actor, spit one of the best verses. Most of you guys got to step it up. The BT cypher this year, hot ass. A lot of people came lazy. Travis Scott, like, he was already tweeting out, copping please, saying, oh, yeah, I know it's horrible. Yes, if you got to admit it, it's trash. I won't speak any further on the BT hip-hop cypher. Anyway, after the awards show, it looks like there was a lot of publications, especially XXL. They were printing about Black Hippie. They were featuring TDE. And a lot of publications were printing out Kendrick Lamar and Black Hippie. Now, there's a member of Black Hippie called Ab-Soul, and he took offense to this. He went on Twitter. He said, listen, if you guys keep printing out Black Hippie and Kendrick Lamar like he's not part of the group, I will remove myself from the group. And for me, when I read that tweet, it felt like jealousy. It felt like someone who was feeling like Michelle in Destiny's Child when Beyonce's blowing up. It feels like someone who's a background singer watching Justin Timberlake moonwalk all across the stage. Feels like you're in NSYNC, you're just trapped in the Matrix. You're not even in the group, you're just a backup dancer. So I understand what Absol was saying, but it came off as him looking salty and not congratulatory for his brother's Kendrick Lamar's success and recent accolades. So I understand what he's saying, but it comes off as jealousy. He's definitely, from what I've seen, he seems like a very humble dude. I met him like 2 years ago. I didn't even really know who he was then. I know Schoolboy Q came out, performed. I walked straight by Absol. He looked like some random nigga with like smoked out lips and with like with one of them shades like he was Ray Charles. So I had no idea what the hell he was on. So I just walked straight by him. But still, he's obviously feeling like the lost members of Destiny's Child. He's watching Kendrick Lamar astronomically just take off. My nigga, wait your turn. Or sometimes you got to do what the game did. Leave the group. You know what I mean? You got to go on your own solo venture if you want to get your own solo shine. There can be more than one bull in a pen. You know what I mean? If you want to get your shine, you want to be known as that big dog like how Kendrick's being known as right now, you can't be in the shadow. You have to go over there and get your own light. So, Absol, don't be jealous, my dude. We recognize the talent. You're pretty talented, but you're not going to get it staying in Kendrick's shadow or being mad that people are recognizing Kendrick and not you. And in the last story here, it looks like a community board in Brooklyn has turned down a request to name a street after the Notorious B.I.G. There was a request put in to name a popular street after Notorious B.I.G., but it was shot down over a lot of things, including his weight, and it also said this guy was no role model. So listen, this is my take on the whole thing. Let's be honest. I hear the hip-hop uproar about, why isn't there a street named after Biggie in Brooklyn? But I understand exactly why it was denied. Listen, Biggie was a rapper and nothing more. He wasn't a community activist. All he did was pump ignorant music into society. Listen, I love Biggie. I listen to Biggie songs every day. However, to name a street after Biggie like he's some Martin Luther King, he was the exact opposite. He wasn't making music to uplift people, really. And no, don't tell me, he made Juicy. Listen, making Juicy does not validate you having a street named after you. He made a lot of ignorant music, some that changed and destroyed many lives, like most rappers do. Let's be honest. Listen, I love the ignorant music just like everyone else. Listen, on the weekends, I'm on that nigga shit. So I definitely understand all the ignorant music. However, we can't applaud it at the end of people's careers or if they die and then name streets after them like they were some type of heroes. You feel me? So they denied it, but out of all the reasons why they gave to deny the request to name the street after Biggie, they said he was too fat. And this is funny. They say he was fat. He was too fat to even be a role model. Since when does the cholesterol level of a nigga actually factor in if he's into whether or not he's a role model? They said Biggie's weight was a problem and is not something that should be imitated by the youth. While I agree that Biggie was definitely a fat mother, but still, it's ridiculous that a community board would point that out as a reason why not to name a street after him. But it's very funny. The only thing they were missing when they said that is that, listen, he was black and ugly as ever. Citing my man Biggie Smalls. But yeah, that request was definitely denied. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about all the other topics we've discussed. Once again, this is the podcast by DJ Akademiks. Make sure you guys are following me on that Twitter at Akademiks. Also on that Instagram. You guys got to start giving me some love on Instagram at Akademiks as well. Make sure you check out LateNightCreep.com. This podcast is always streamed through LateNightCreep.com. So make sure you guys check that out. Also, I'm going to try to give you these a little bit more frequently. But As I've always said, the comments, the likes, the shares, they all do drive what we're doing. So if you guys want more, you guys have to keep liking, keep commenting. Let's start a dialogue. That's the whole point of Reality Check. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and you guys will get another one pretty soon. It's DJ Akademiks. I'm signing out. Peace.